What's up, Internet? We are finally, once again, I know it's been a week, but your patience will be rewarded with more 401 Real Game by CoolBoy. And we are here today to look at, I just recorded this, it was called Red on 126. Dear Lord, I'm going to make a prediction and say this is Little Red Hood. I'm 99% sure this is what this is too. Who's the man? I'm the man. This game is courtesy of the year 1989 copyright. Thank godness for that year. And them copyrighting this game. Actually, I think the company who owned this game was just called Copyright. This is a game that is frequently called one of the worst games ever. It's unofficial. And it's bad. It's based on Little Red Riding Hood and her whistling jump for some reason as she runs around collecting stuff, trying to buy. I want to point out that is supposed to be a human heart, not the nice little cute stylized one up in the corner. That is like an anatomically correct human heart. A stick that I think is supposed to be a slingshot, and I think medicine that's supposed to, I don't know, do a thing. But you're supposed to run under trees, I think, and like headbutt them to make stairs appear or some random nonsense. It has been forever since I've played this game. And, you know, it's a good thing it's been forever since I've played this game, because it's a terrible game. It's a game where literally random things happen and there's no control. You see those little gold crowns that are flashing? Why are they flashing? I have no earthly idea. I don't think the people who designed it had any idea. It was just, they managed to slap some code together, stole some brick sprites from Mario for reasons, and decided to call it a day. I think that snake might have been from Super Arabian. Actually. It's a game where you jump and you... Oh, candy. That actually gives you health. Not just anatomically correct hearts, but candy sometimes gives you health too, which is nice. So you don't need to rip the beating heart of the chest of the shopkeeper to get health. Sometimes you just need candy. It's weird, these trees are, they're like drawn kind of three-dimensional. Like if you stand under them and jump, you can't like go over them like you're running your head into it or something. It's not pleasant to look at or listen to or play. It's just a thing that exists for reasons. I've heard people call this like the worst NES game, and I don't think they're wrong to think that. Oh hey, I can buy some things now. I'll buy that. And now we're green. Because reasons. But don't worry, because random. And basically we gotta do this until we beat the game. Forever. Hooray. Hey, another key. We need those. I think you need 3 keys and you can beat the level. I think. I don't think I've ever bothered trying to beat the first level of this game because, I mean, it's Little Red Hood. Why would you? It's literally the most random thing ever. And it's not functional at all. Oh hey, another set of random stairs, hooray. But there's no key here, only candy. Let's collect the pointless gold. Hey, a goat. Can I jump on Mr. Goat? What are you doing, Mr. Goat? Let's do a thing, Mr. Goat. Stop being useless. I can't buy another heart. Oh hey, another thing. Let's go check it out. Will it have something useful in it? Nope. This is just awful. Just awful. Like, I do not know words for how to describe this other than simply atrocious. I think it uses the same sound effects as, well, the gold sound effect anyway. I think it's the same sound effect as what the multi-cart uses as its menu. which is horrifying to realize because you won't get this game out of your head anymore because you've come to that realization. But, yeah, it's just make random things happen, and then random things kind of sometimes happen, maybe. I think Mr. Goat protects you sometimes, possibly. I don't know. Little Red Hood is one of those things that when you play it, you have to question what you're doing with your life. I mean, I'm doing my job, but I could be doing so many other things with my life right now, other than playing Little Red Hood. And I still need, like, 2 more keys before we finish this. Like, this is just... Let's start kicking trees because reasons. Oh, hey, more stairs. Nope, nothing down here, though. That hit detection is pretty special. Oh no, she died. Nope, she died. There was no more lives. If that thing said there was a life, that was lying. You're wrong, game. Alright, next we have Donald Land. Oh boy, this is interesting. So, this is a game by Data East, so I already have a very low opinion of it. But, this is a Japanese exclusive McDonald's tie-in game. Where you play as Ronald McDonald throwing bomb tomatoes at things and hoping things happen. Actually, the music to this, at least this level, isn't too bad. What? Okay. That scrolling is not too flattering. That's not the Hamburglar, by the way. That's just a regular burglar. He was throwing money at you, not hamburgers. The background is pretty surprisingly detailed. It's not interesting to look at, but it's detailed. I gotta say, the controls are not great. Like, there's a... Jumping is very floaty, and it feels like the entire game is on ice. Like, it's just very slippery. This game is more like just an interesting curio than like an actual thing you'd want to play, though. And that's not to say there aren't any bad, or aren't any good, like, McDonald's brand games. Also, that was a boss. So, hooray. Also, we just got a crap ton of points. Sorry is not enough. Aww. Okay. Okay. I mean, the game doesn't look horrible. Aside from those creepy tree stumps with faces. But there are way better McDonald's brand games. Treasure released a really good one on the Genesis. And then, of course, there's MC Kids, and the 2 sequels of MC Kids that it got, the Game Boy game and the, what was it, Global Gladiators on, I want to say, the Super Nintendo, or the Genesis, I can't remember. Also, great jumping, by the way. Let's make the jump literally as far as you're able to jump from the very furthest edge you could ever be on. Because, you know, that's how sensible jumping is. Yeah. So, you'll be seeing that face in your nightmares forever now. Although it only sometimes happens, it's weird. And yep, all these fall because, again, sensibility. Oh no! Oh, come on. Now it's not a boss, now it's just a normal enemy, though. I think you actually get hurt from your own bombs if you're too close to them, too. Oh, yeah. That's fair. Whoops. I thought there was a log I could jump on to get on top of those trees. Do I really want to... Let's continue. What does that mean, continue and retry? Aren't those the two same things? Like, the continue and retry are literally the same thing. Hooray! More death. I mean, at least the music is kind of okay. I mean, it's the same as the previous level song, but... Oh, there's that wonderful face again. That is just the best face ever. Whoa, whoa, what? Okay, so I guess I could have ridden on that bird the entire time? What? So they fall faster than you can run. That's... Wow, that is... something right there, is what that is. Oh. I'll take that health, thank you. You creepy stump. Oh. Nah. Okay, one more try. But, I mean, this is a Data East game. It's not very good. As I have come to accept with all, Data East games, they're just not a good company. That said, there are a few Data East games I'd really like to try. I'd like to try Joe and Mac 2. I'd like to try, oh, I can't go on those. Oh, this game is so bad at conveying basic information. I'd like to play Trio of the Punch, which was an arcade game and PS2 game. Was I supposed to ride that guy or something? I'm gonna try that. See if that's the solution to this problem. But this game is just... I've seen people play through this game. It's not interesting, it's not fun, it's not good. It's not enjoyable in any real reason. It's just bad. Whoop! Let's not do that. Okay, now I think I have to ride this guy up to here. And then jump! Oh, come on! Platforms. Alright, well, I got one more shot. Let's go. Past the pedo face tree. Jump, jump, jump. I mean, the backgrounds look quite nice. Like, I like this background. The one in town, it was a little drab, but, you know. Oh, yeah. Well, oh, yeah, in a certain sense, but I still have to play this game, so, oh, no. What? I took 2 damage from... What? Oh, that's actually kind of neat. The ship in the background creates waterfalls for you. Or geysers, rather. But I don't think I want to continue with that at all, thank you. Alright. Next we have Porter. This also looks like a pirate game. And not a good one. Oh, I know this game. This is Suka Bond. Which is more than just a fun thing to say. Suka Bond! It's a game where you shove boxes onto squares. It's also known as Shove It, the Warehouse Simulator, and Boxel. And if you're in the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom market, you should try to find, I think it was called Power Suka Bond, which was Suka Bond with extra features. Like, you played a little devil, and you had powers, and you had to fight monsters and stuff. It was a genuinely interesting game. And I screwed this up. Interesting. Okay. There was also a great version of this. In fact, it got a sequel on, if you want to get really obscure, Net Urazi. And all the levels, I remember, all the levels on it were names, and like the names themselves were like passwords for it. It was a really weird way to set up a password system, because you just insert your name and then suddenly, boom, you kind of got a password, sorta. I want that to go all the way up there. Now again, this is a puzzle game, so you kind of have an idea of how bad I'm going to be at it, but we can see if we can beat this level. This actually is not too bad, though. I'm not sure if this is... I think this might just be standard Suka Bond with just a stupid title over top of it. But I'm not super familiar with original Suka Bond. I'm not sure if it had a soundtrack or anything to it. But this is a classic style of game. It's not a bad little thing. I remember seeing a version of this, I think also on Net Urazi, which was Suka Bond in first person, which was pretty impressive, especially for the time, since it was like early PS1 stuff. I think I may have screwed this puzzle up. Because I don't see any way to get all of those boxes. Yeah, like it's the three in the middle I'm not sure how to get to. Because I can push this one up and that screws me out of getting these two. I can push this one in to get this one. But then there's no way to get this one. Because all I can do is push it up, which traps it. So I've screwed this up. But, alas, such is the life of a warehouse simulated worker. So I worked in a place with a warehouse. Warehouses had nothing to do with shoving boxes to certain places. This game is a farce. But, let's just completely lock us in. And now we're trapped. But, puzzle game. Not a bad one. Next we have Doughboy. This is an official game. And if I recall, it's not a particularly good one. I've never played this game, so I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do. I think you're supposed to, like, you can hide in, like, the foxholes, and you have to get out and shoot people, I think. But it's, yeah, it's really not a smooth experience. And it sounds like garbage. And, well, I would normally blame that on the Retron 3. I think that's just this game just normally sounds terrible. Okay. Clippers. I think that stuff would be used to, like, set up traps or something for your enemies, which is actually kind of neat. But at the same time, the game itself is just a clunky, jerky mess. It's just kind of an affront to all the senses. Oh no! Anyone object if I skip to not doing this again? I think I'm not doing this again. I don't mind cutting that short. That was kind of all sorts of terrible. Alright, and finally we have Duck Eeg, which I know what this is. Or Duck, as it wants to be called. Now, I believe this is a pirate hack of a different game. I'm not sure that game is actually on the NES, though. Or not. I'm familiar with this music, but not this particular game either. Okay. So you can see that line down there. That's going to be where the egg can fall to. And if it falls further than that, it breaks. So if we dropped it there, it would break. And you don't want to do that. So instead you want to drop it there. And of course there's enemies. So you don't want to deal with them. Actually we want to push it, so we'll go back. But the idea is that you want to get your duck egg, as the title on the menu mispronounced. Your duck egg. Whoops. To the bottom without doing that. Dun da da na 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 da da na 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 na. It's a good song for what it is. I want to drop it there. This is sort of, I guess, in a loose sense of the term, a puzzle platformer. Okay, now we want to drop it there. Uh-oh. I just want to sing along to the song, honestly. It's a good song. I can push this over here. We're not exactly doing the most pro job at being a duck egg person, and we just crushed it again. Puzzle games. Why do you have to be so puzzle gamey? Alright. Let's try this again. No, crunch. I'll try one more time. If only to hear the dulcet tones of the theme song yet again. Sing it with me, you now know the lyrics. Da 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 doing that all in one breath was hard. It's a good song, though. Okay, now we can drop there. Although we can't drop after it. And ideally, we want to get it over here. Whoops. Yep, we want to roll it that way. I want to get it away from whatever that's supposed to be. Probably an angry non-party walrus. Seriously, more games need to have party walruses. Okay, let's push it this way. And then this way. And then we can jump that over there. Let's push this one more over just to be safe. Whoops. That was not what I wanted to do. Now I can push that there. And that should make it safe, I hope. Let's test it. Oh, yeah. No, no, no. Oh, that guy was going to attack. And in my haste, I popped the egg. Okay, well, I think we get what this game was about. Anyway, that has been these past 5 games on CoolBoy 401 Real Game. Out of these 5, do I recommend the game? Absolutely not, because not a one of these games was particularly great. You know, Suka Bond or Porter or whatever, that was okay, but it's not a game I like. And Duck Egg could have been okay, but it's just a puzzle game, and puzzle games don't gel all that well with me. Doughboy, Donald, and Red Hood are god-awful, though. But, join me next time when we play Flappy. Probably not the iOS thing that got crazy popular for no real adequately explained reason. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you really want to help the show out, support the Patreon. That way you can get onto the Patreon supporters Discord, and we can talk about a cappella singing Duck Egg for the grandest show of all, Video Games Live. If they'll accept us. Probably not, but maybe. And of course, you'll be helping to support the show, get more awesome multi-carts and stuff to do this. I'm actually eyeing up a couple Super Nintendo ones right now, but that's way off in the future when we take care of another one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet.